Welcome to another crappie moment. We are fishing. It is cold. It's 26 degrees this morning. It might not be cold for some people, especially those that are further north, but I am cold-natured and I am freezing. But you can't catch crappie staying at home. So we're out here. It's partly cloudy today. That water temperature is around that 48 degree mark, 49. We're gonna get out here. We're gonna try to find us some nice January crappie. Got my 7.5 foot ACC crappie sticks, 20-pound braid, and yes, I know that's overkill. Right now I've got that 1/4 ounce sickle hook with a Charlie Brewer slider that's a little bit smaller profile bait for those finicky winter fish. I got a number 3 split shot 8mm bead. That just helps it to show up on Livescope better. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Truly appreciate all the support, all the watchers, all the subscribers, all the comments. Hit that like button for me. Leave me a comment. Let's get us some crappie. 15. One crappie sitting down about 24 feet, about 12 feet out. Let's see if we can get him to take what we're offering. Got him. He did want it. He did. Oh yeah, that feels like a nice one. Oh, very nice one. Holy cow. Oh yeah. Very nice one. Tank. Absolute tank. All right, I'm coming by at like 34, 35 feet. There's a fish out there. Oh, he sees it. He's on it. Got him. There he is. Oh yeah, he was out there. There we go. He was down. He was down pretty deep. Down pretty deep. Look at that. There we are. Good fish. All right, let's talk about January crappie facts. Number one, every lake is different. You know, I can tell you what's going on in my lake, you know, where I'm fishing, what depth of water all day long, and it's not going to help you not one bit necessarily. You know, every lake is going to be different. So generally crappie behavior, you know, are going to be the same throughout the seasons, but you know, every lake is different. You know, there are some lakes, the deepest part of those lakes are only 20 feet deep. And so, you know, when we talk about fishing deeper water, you know, that's the deepest that lake's going to get, whereas other people are fishing water that's 30, 40, 50 feet and more during the wintertime. So, number one, understand that there is no one size fits all. Every lake is going to be different. And number two, conditions are going to change from day to day depending on what's going on in that particular area. So, and those conditions are going to affect crappie behavior. So the cold front that may come in, or a warm front that may come in for a couple of days, that's going to increase water temperatures and going to affect where the crappie are going to go to feed, because the shad and the bait fish are going to go to a different place to feed. So understand that crappie behavior is going to change, you know, a lot of times from day to day because of conditions and weather and wind and cold and rain and those types of things. Number three, crappie are usually in deeper water during, you know, January. So they're in deeper water. So, you know, where I'm at, they're generally going to be in 20 to 35 feet of water is, you know, a lot of where the crappie go during this time of year. But that doesn't mean that's where the crappie are going to go for you. And it doesn't mean that crappie can't be found in 10 feet of water. So, you know, but generally speaking, crappie are usually in deeper water. For me, you know, it's generally between 20 and 35 feet of water. And number four, you know, piggybacks on that thought, that just because crappie are in deeper water doesn't mean the crappie are deep. So you know, they'll be in deeper water, but that doesn't mean they're down at the bottom or towards the bottom. You know, a lot of times I'm finding crappie in 35 feet of water, but they're only 10 feet below the surface. So they're in deeper water, but not necessarily deep. So don't forget to search higher up in that water column. And then number 5, okay, so, you know, it's wintertime, it's cold, fish slow. Fish are not going to be nearly as aggressive. They're not going to want to chase and dart after bait fish and lures and bait the way that they do during the fall bite. During colder months, they're much more finicky and lethargic and less likely to chase bait fish. So fish slow. Slow down your presentation, slow down your reeling, or don't reel at all, and you know, use that fish slow method during the month of January. All right, I hope that helps. Let's get back out here. Dropping at 42. Fish is sitting right there at 36. He sees it. He's on it. Got him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good one. Gooder. Gooder. Ah, come here, you. Gooder crappie. There we are. Boom. Come on. Got him. There we go. There we go. There, fishy fish. There's Mr. Fish. There's Mr. Fishy Fish. Ugh. All right, on it. All right, let's see if we could talk about where's a good place to look. My side scan image footage, you know, is just not doing great right now. So looking at a lake and knowing where to fish, especially in January, let's look at this map, and I'm going to point out, you know, really good places to take a peek. To scan for fish, and you know, you could eliminate an awful lot of water by focusing on these areas. Not to say that crappie can't be in other areas, but because they can, and there is no one size fits all for, you know, where crappie are going to be on any given lake on any given day. But let's take a look at this map. All right, we're recording. So right here you can see this water, and you see these contour lines between this green color and this purple color, and you know, these contour lines are fairly close together, which means it's a ledge, so there's a drop off. And so, you know, great places to look is on these ledges and these drop offs that will run from places like right here along this ledge, and then scanning down this area between this blue, light blue, and that purple in this green area along here, in generally around 30 feet, 35 feet of water. But also what makes this a great place is that these points right here, these points that come off like this, and this one over here, that's shallower water. So you see shallower water right here, shallower water here, and then it drops off into this deeper water like that. So you've got this point right here where it goes back up into this creek up this way. And then you've got this point from that creek coming out that comes out, and it also drops off. And so these ledges from these points, create a good place to scan and look for crappie in this 20 to 30, 35 foot range of water all through here. Not to say that you can't find crappie in the shallower water here, or find crappie in even deeper water in places like this. But when you're looking on a body of water and you're trying to figure out what's the best place for you to search and to look, great places to look is like on those points where those creek arms or those coves cut back, and those deep drop-off ledges. Points like this right here. So you got your land right there, you got your land right here, and it comes off right here to that point, and it comes off to right there at that point, and then you've got that ledge that runs into that deeper water along that path right there. It's a great place to look for winter January crappie, where they are, where that bait fish is, trying to feed up, and yes, they're going to be a little bit lethargic, but that's a great place to start and to look for crappie during the winter time, especially in January. Got him. He turned. There we go. There's a gooder. Mr. Gooder. Mr. Gooder, woohoo! He turned and saw it, said, I'm coming. All right, folks, that's gonna do it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the tips for January. January is a great month for crappie. It's cold, it's hard to get out there when it's cold. Get out there, you'll be rewarded. You'll catch some great crappie. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button for me. Smash that like button, leave me a comment below. Appreciate all the support so much. Get out there, brave the cold, go get you some nice January crappie. We'll see y'all next time.